Okay, hearing resumed. Senator Osmena.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. First, because this hearing is mainly in aid of legislation, we would like to go through the process of RCBC, and if Mr. Tan would like to respond. Mr. Tan, every bank has been mandated by the AMLA and the Bangko Sentral to have a compliance committee, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Now, how has the compliance committee performed in this particular case?
Sir, the AMLA Compliance Committee decided on the filing of the STR report on the accounts.
The compliance committee has to be the one to file an STR report?
Well, when the branch recommends filing of an STR on an account, it goes through a compliance committee which meets once a week.
That makes the recommendation.
Yeah.
In this case, did Ms. De Guito make the recommendation?
It depends on the business. It depends on the business units, Your Honor. But in this case,
did Ms. De Guito make the recommendation to file a suspicious transaction report with the AMLA?
it came from the business head, Raul Tan, sir. The recommendation to file an STR report.
But you just said that you're dependent upon the recommendation of the branch manager on filing an STR, or a suspicious transaction report.
Well, in most cases, Your Honor, the recommendation...
No, Mr. Tan, I'm talking about this particular case. Ms. De Guito, did you recommend the filing of an STR?
Sir, it was the process in the bank normally.
Did you recommend the filing?
No, sir. It was mandated.
You never did?
Yes, sir. It was.
So you did not find this a suspicious transaction?
Sir, I'd like to discuss that in the process in the bank, commonly the reports shall be received by the branch the following day to file.
Ms. De Guito, did you recommend the filing of a suspicious transaction?
Your Honor, I did not.
You never did?
Yes.
So what's the bother of explaining what the process is? Hindi ka naman nag-recommend. Why did you not recommend? You did not find this suspicious?
Sir, as per procedure, I've not experienced those like you will recommend for an STR because yun nga po, may proseso siya na the following day siya nire-review lahat, nasa isang file siya. Well, may system siya, sir. So, nandun po lahat kung ifa-file mo siya ng CTR or STR.
May we know if Miss Baka is around? Miss Julia Bakay Abad of the AMLA? She was here earlier, wasn't she? All right, may we ask the committee staff to locate her, because she would have to listen to this question and answer and make a response. All right, Ms. De Guito, have you ever filed a suspicious transaction report at any time in your life?
Yes, sir, in the previous bank. And, sir, hindi po kasi siya sa level ko. Sa level po ng taga-approve lang po ako ng mga suspicious transaction report. Pero hindi po ako yung naggagawa.
Hindi, sino po yung pirma niya kung hindi yung branch manager?
We don't sign anything, Your Honor. It's a system where you encode all the details of the report.
Okay, there's no physical signing, but you do file it. You do what? You send an email to headquarters or head office
Yes, sir. Your Honor, it's actually the head office who extracts everything and sends it to the branch through the system. And then we will do our...
No. Mr. Tan, what triggers a suspicious transaction report?
Or first of all, Your Honor, they go through the hurdle, what they call the covered transactions. And then out of the covered transactions, those that are considered suspicious are flagged by the frontliners, in this case, either the branch or the various business heads. So all the different businesses of the bank have to go through their know your customer policies and procedures.
That's right. And if it's a KYC, your front line is the branch manager, di ba?
That's right, sir.
She's the one who brings in the customer. She's the one who knows the customer. She knows the habits of the customer. She knows the deposits of the customer, and she knows when something is out of line, correct?
That's right, sir.
All right. Now, a covered transaction report is automatic. Anything over 500,000
It's
pesos.
done by a system, Your Honor.
All right. Now, so a suspicious transaction report is more of a discretionary thing on the part of the branch manager.
Yes, Your Honor. It requires experience and instincts of the front line.
Well, in this case, it is so simple. You have got 5 dormant accounts. It receives $81 million. I don't think in any language that would not be considered suspicious, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
In other words, a suspicious transaction report is not a criminal charge. It is just a warning to the bank that maybe this should be looked into because it is something that is out of the ordinary. It is more than what the customer normally deposits. And in this case, the customer never deposited anything except $500. Is that correct?
That's right, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. De Guito, why did you not file a suspicious transaction report in this particular case?
Your Honor, it is not within my duty to file. It is my duty to approve the filing of the
No,
STR.
ma'am. It's very clear here that the frontliners are the branch manager. Who will file if not the branch manager? Who? The bishop? The barangay captain? Hindi naman nila alam yun eh.
Sir, it's the senior customer relationship
No,
officer
no,
that files
of course
it.
not. You are the one who knows your customer. They never met any of these 5 characters who supposedly opened those accounts. You were the only one. And under the know your customer, you cannot expect Mr. Tan or Mr. Raul Tan to know your customer. You are the one who triggers a suspicious transaction report. And in this case, you did not. Am I correct? Is the committee correct in assuming that you never filed a suspicious transaction report in this particular?
On the day, Your Honor, yes.
You filed one later?
Yes, Your Honor.
How many days later?
I think after 2 days, Your Honor.
Do you have a copy of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
May we have a copy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was that an electronic? Was that an email that you sent in filing the suspicious? What does it look like physically?
It's a system. It's a system, Your Honor.
What does it look like physically?
It's like an Excel. It's like an
Is it a piece
Excel
of paper
file.
that you fill out and send to head office, or is it merely an encoding of an electronic message to?
Yes, Your Honor. It's merely an encoding and then automatic sending.
Mr. Tan, did you receive that suspicious transaction report from Ms. De Guito?
Head. Their banking head, Your Honor. Can you?
I can answer it, Your Honor.
No, I don't want you to answer this because
Okay.
you're not in the same.
Okay.
You don't have the line function here. I think it's Mr. Raul Tan, who was head of Treasury, who should be able to answer this.
Yes, sir. The question pertains as who filed the report, Your Honor.
Opo.
It was actually a filing of the SCRO on, I think, February 10 upon the
Anong po tawag yan? SRO?
SCRO.
What does that
But
stand for?
Senior Customer Relationship Officer,
Senior Customer Relationship
the-
Officer. Who would that be? Would that be the
Miss Torres.
Miss Torres?
Yes, sir. But actually, excuse me, Your Honor, it was actually the head office who instructed SCRO to file the STR, and they were delayed, Your Honor.
I see. So you had to tell them to file the suspicious transaction report.
Yes, Your Honor.
How many days later?
We asked them to file February 5, Your Honor, in the evening.
You asked them to file a suspicious transaction report on February 5.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when did they file it?
February 10.
On February 10. So on February 8, that was a holiday, a Monday,
Yes, sir.
Chinese New Year's.
Yes,
On
sir.
February 9 was the first working day after February 5.
Yes, sir.
And they did,
And
still
then we
did not
followed
file.
up.
They
I
still
think we-
did not file a suspicious transaction report, but instead remitted the money outwards.
Basically, yes, sir.
Ms. De Guito, you receive instructions to make or file a suspicious transaction report on February 5. Do you acknowledge that?
Yes, Your Honor. We received the email instructing us to file the STR. It was sent past 9 o'clock in the evening. It was read the following banking day, which is February 9.
On February 9. And what time did you read it?
Early in the morning, Your Honor, and I've asked her to do the filing already because it was really her duty to do the filing.
First, because this hearing is mainly in aid of legislation, we would like to go through the process of RCBC. And if Mr. Tan would like to respond. Mr. Tan, every bank has been mandated by the AMLA and the Banco Central to have a compliance.
Business units, Your Honor. But in this case,
In this
yes,
case, did Ms. De Guito make the recommendation to file a suspicious transaction report with the AMLA?
it came from the business head, Raul Tan, sir. The recommendation to file an STR report.
But you just said that your dependence committee, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Now, how has the compliance committee performed in this particular case?
Sir, the AMLA Compliance Committee decided on the filing of the STR report on the accounts.
The compliance committee has to be the one to file an STR report?
Well, when the branch recommends filing of an STR on an account, it goes
So
through a
it's the
compliance
branch.
committee which
So it's
meets
the branch
once a week.
that makes the recommendation.
Yeah.
In this case,
Well,
did Ms. De Guito make the
It
recommendation?
depends on the business. It depends on the business.
Okay, hearing resumed. Senator Osmena.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody.